I like to start with things that are really tall, and so I'm going to take this. I'm going to take a bunch of pretzel rods, put them right there in the thing, make them tall. Now instead of peanut butter, I know people love peanut butter pretzels, but I like to just take it up a notch, and I think I'm going to put a little bit of cashew butter on it. You know what I'm saying?
Do you make, what is that? Is that cashew butter or mustard?
No, that's cashew butter. I just thought we'd take some like pretzel rods, stick them in cashew
What does cashew butter taste like?
I mean, it's like peanut butter made from cashews.
Oh.
And we'll just put these over at the edge here so we get a nice, plate thing. Oh, I know what I'm going to do next. I want to take these grapes. These are like sapphire grapes.
What the hell are those?
They're called sapphire grapes. You know,
they look like dates.
They look like dates. We're going to add dates later, but I'm going to put some sapphire grapes. They're like these long grapes.
I've never seen
they're
one
really
of those.
good.
Thank you.
I'm just going to lay a couple of these out here on the edge here so we get a nice sort of, we got a whole thing happening here. And then I like to do my cheese next. So I'm going to start with this red Rock Cheddar. This is a cheese I ordered from a place called Wisconsin Cheese Mart. Online, you can get it. It's pretty simple. It's so good. This is like a cheddar with like blue streaks. So I'm just going to, cut right through the plastic, cut off this like waxy side.
Is that mold in there?
No, that's not mold. It's like a kind of a blue cheese. And so it's got these kind of things built into it that are like, like the same blue streaks you get if you were getting a like normal blue cheese. So I'm just gonna cut off this end because the ends of this has this. Let me open this so people can see this. The ends of it has this sort of like white, moldy stuff on it. We're not going to use that. One of the tricks with cheese plates that I like to do, I like to just like cut everything into slightly different shapes. So I'm just going to cut a couple squares of this. This is a sort of like an orange cheddar mixed with a blue, but firm, not soft like a blue. And I'm just going to lay these right against these sapphire grapes. Over here I have a Cranberry Gouda, also from Wisconsin, Wisconsin Cheese Mart. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this, maybe a chunk like this size off here, and we're going to do this one. Oh, this seems to crumble a bit, so just cut the wax off. Oh, I know what I'm going to do with this. I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to like dump these over here like this. Maybe we'll put a little more because people, I think people like this. It's like just like a Gouda with some.
Why do you know so much
about
cheese plates?
I used to own I didn't own a cheese shop. Sorry, I ran a cheese shop for many years. I ran a cheese shop. I was a caterer, and as our storefront, what we would do is we had a cheese shop, and so this was a really cool story because it was connected. We shared a bathroom through the back. In the back room, we shared this bathroom with a wine shop, and so what would happen is whenever the wine guys would have their like wine people coming in to like sample wine, they would call me up and they go, Jordan, if you bring a cheese plate, you can sit in for the wine tasting. And so I would make these cheese plates for them, and that's how I learned about wine, because I would just get to taste wine all the time. It's the only way to really learn about wine is to taste it all the time. Here I'm going to take a Manchego here. This is like the classic cheese of Spain. One of my favorite cheeses, Manchego. I mean, I always love Manchego. I like to cut it into these like, it's triangular from wedges, so you can just cut little wedges like this. And then what you can do with this is you can lay it out on the plate, like fan it out, and it gets a real like fireworks kind of a look because of those points sticking out like that. And if you really want to get crazy, you could drizzle some honey over there. That's really
Let's
amazing.
Do that. I think it's really good idea.
I got some honey over here. We can drizzle some honey. Just drizzle.
And what I'm seeing is you're varying shapes and textures and colors and
our
sizes.
honey's a little hard, so we're not going to be able to
we're not going to get honey.
Solid, so we're not going to do it. Yeah, I like to vary textures, whether it's from a cow. This is a sheep's milk cheese. This is a cow's milk cheese. Now I'm going to take this. This is called Cacio di Roma. You speak Italian. What is that called?
Cacio di Roma.
Cacio di Roma.
No, not Cacio. Cacio.
Cacio di Roma. This is a sheep's milk cheese, real tangy, hard sheep's milk cheese from outside of Rome. It's like the countryside outside Rome it comes from. It's a classic. It's sort of a young cheese. It's not one of those like old pecorinos or anything. And it's going to go really well with the old Manchego. It's going to have a much fresher taste than the old Manchego. Almost, I mean, I don't know what to compare it to. I'm gonna put that on here. Then I like to do is I'm gonna take some of this. This is like a soft camembert, and I like to take the soft camembert and I like to like spread it right onto some crackers. Like let's say there's 2 of us, so let's say we'll do 4 of these. So we each get 2. Well, we might want 3. So I'm gonna put.
It's very scientific.
Yeah, I like to just spread this on here.
Yum.
You know, maybe we'll do this. This is a like double cream camembert. Not you don't have to go anything fancy. I mean, it's kind of hard to find good bries and camemberts in the U.S. So I don't. So you know, just go with the cheap stuff, and then you'll see what I'm going to do. In order, I guess I'm only going to make 4 because I don't have that much here. You'll see what I'm going to do. You could just go with this, and I like to. You know, maybe take just some fresh deli ham here. We'll roll it up here. And
This is so decadent.
we're gonna cut this and, you know, just stick them right on top here. You know, it still doesn't look so nice, so I think I'll also add a little whole grain mustard on each one, you know. Just a dab will do ya. There you go. Okay. All right. And then I think, you know, we've got another brie here. I like to take these bries. Again, this is just this is just President brie. You can get this at any grocery store. There's nothing fancy about it. I like to just cut this end off here. Just like stick it up, you know. And then let's take the other one. I'm gonna do something really interesting here. This is gonna be cool. This is gonna be cool. We'll take the other one and we'll do. Oh, I'm excited about this. This is gonna be awesome. Wait till you see what I'm gonna do with this.
Can't wait. Are you gonna give us a hint? What's the thinking here?
It's cheese on a cracker. But what I'm gonna do is I happen to have this like fruit leather that our kids eat sitting around. Okay, a lot of people think this is kids food, but when you mix it with like brie and stuff, it becomes real fancy. So I took the cherry flavor because that's pretty cool. Oh, I broke it. That's okay. It doesn't even matter because you'll see what I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna sort of roll it up like this. Just cut it into a piece here, stick it right on. Oop, try not to break it. Yeah, that's real pretty. I mean, that's so gorgeous. And you know, you're gonna get a little bit of the tangy cheese with the fruity cherry. You know, it just tastes like dry cherries. So like, you might as well just use it. In fact, I got another one I always like to put on. This always confuses you, Amanda. Is that I take these and I break them up. These are. So you could just take these like This is just like a kind of fruit snack bar that my kids have. I like to take them. I cut them up into these little triangles and then. You know, put them on. They kind of look like crackers. They're good with cheese. While we're at that, we should add a little more dried fruit. Maybe we'll take some prunes here. That's always good.
Prunes. Why of all dried fruit would you choose prunes?
I mean, prunes are delicious. I think they're like, you know, they're kind of ugly. People think of them as having to do with old people, but they're really, really delicious. I mean, there's a reason that the prunes are like the most popular, the one you always find everywhere. You know, it's sort of, you know.
I didn't know they were the most popular.
Yeah, they're everywhere. And I'm also going to take I have some figs here, some dried figs. That's really good. Everyone likes figs. Again, I'll just take like 4 of them here, pile them on here in the middle. And we should put some meat on. Here I have just a regular old Italian prosciutto. You know, I like to roll them up, but they're often hard to, that works. So just gonna sort of bunch that up so we can make it sort of pretty like that. Maybe we'll put 2 or 3 pieces of that on. Again, bunching it up so it gets pretty. I mean, I think 2 is enough. We got a lot on here, so we'll put 2 of those. Then I'm gonna take some speck. The only difference, you know, speck is the sort of smoked cousin to prosciutto, where prosciutto is a raw, dry-cured ham. Speck is a smoked, dry-cured ham, so it's going to have a slight more bacon-y flavor, but you know, it's Italian, so it's going to be a little more subtle, more interesting than bacon. Just going to stick that on there. And then we'll take some, maybe a couple pieces of pepper salami, you know, you just do a couple pieces of pepper salami, a couple of pieces of couple of pieces of hot, what is this? What is this called? Calabrese? Hot capicola? I don't know. I'm going to do calabrese, and we're going to do maybe a couple pieces of capicola too. Just put this on here. You know, make it pretty like that. And then I like, dates. Everybody loves dates. We gotta add dates.
You can't have a cheese plate without dates.
You can't have a cheese plate without dates. So I'm gonna take some dates. These are medjool dates. Really, for years I could only find the really good dates if you got them in the Middle East. But this is a California company, and they're pretty good. They're pretty comparable to the ones that I used to get in Dubai. So I'm happy about that. So we're gonna put some medjool dates in here. Maybe a couple. Let's add some olives. Put some olives on here. Pickles, pickles are always a good addition to a cheese plate. They add some saltiness. They add some saltiness on here. And maybe some cashews right around the cashew butter over here. Push this off to the edge in between the grapes. Put this over here, some cashews here. It's all coming together now, Amanda.
I mean, it really is. Look at that. It is a potpourri. It is like a potpourri is potpourri, is that the right word?
Potpourri? I don't know what you're trying to say. I think potpourri is that smell thing. Are you thinking of what's the smorgasbord?
Smorgasbord.
It's like a smorgasbord. Maybe add a couple more crackers here.
Board.
Maybe add a couple. I love these crackers. These fruity, seedy crackers. And then we'll maybe a couple other kinds of crackers in here just to make it really delicious. A couple here. A couple more fruity crackers. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. I mean, I think maybe slide that into the grapes.
How do you know when you're done?
I mean, you want it to look really pretty full, over
bursting.
the top, bursting kind of thing. I mean, I think it's pretty good. I think it's gonna work. We lay this out here. What do you think, Amanda? Should we let that be?
I think
that's good.
Perfect.
You okay with that? It's just like an appetizer.
Yeah, exactly. Just the beginning.
Just the beginning.